got anthrax. Alright guys, welcome to another episode. Today's episode is going to be about masks. And basically, if you've ever been to Japan or possibly at your university, you might have seen some Japanese people or other Asian nationalities, people wearing masks. So what's the deal? What's the deal? So first and foremost, if you're wearing a mask in America, people are pretty much going to think that you got something either seriously wrong with you, you're a doctor, or you're just batshit crazy. But here in Japan, it's completely normal. There's multiple reasons why a person might be wearing a mask, so I just want to go over them and discuss it. So first and foremost, the number one reason is because they're sick, right? So in Japan, they have this type of mentality that it's kind of like fight through it. If you're sick, you still go to school, you still go to work. You just put on the mask and you're good to go. The mask benefits are mainly for other people around you. So, when you're coughing or sneezing, etc., you're containing the bacteria to you. You're not spreading it as much. Most masks do a pretty good job at protecting other people. There's a lot of different types of masks. The mask that I'm introducing in this video is your most basic surgical-like mask. These you can buy at the supermarket dirt cheap, something like 50 for $5 or something like that. You'll see people wearing them outside for road work, etc. But let's start from the beginning. So one, usually when they're sick. Two, there's people who don't want to get sick. So then the idea is, well, if I wear a mask, I'm less likely to get sick. And this actually theory was untested, or rather, it was only a hypothesis for a very long time. But then recently, like I think a year or two ago, there was actually research done and said that it might not prevent so much the common cold. However, it will cut your percentages of possibly getting the flu, etc. It's not as good as a preventive measure as simply the person who's sick to wear the mask, but it does provide you some protection. And the main reason why this protects you is it stems from the most common cause for transmitting diseases or colds and flus, and that is you touch a surface and then you touch your mouth, you touch your eyes, you touch your nose, right? So by wearing a mask, you're basically blocking this part of your face, so it's less likely that you might accidentally touch your face with your hand and basically transmit the disease or, into you, right? Get sick. But something is a note, if you really want to maximize your chance of not getting sick, it's obviously a combination of wearing the mask and washing your hands thoroughly. If you do that, you will cut your percentage of getting sick here in Japan by a lot. Personal experience, once I came to Japan, I got sick a lot. Basically, I think it was something to do with the new bacteria in the environment. I was teaching at elementary schools, which all the kids are usually sick and they're touching their nose and they want to give you high fives and stuff like that. So almost every week religiously, day after junior high school, I would be sick. So that kind of sucked. But so far we went over two, right? One, you got a sick or you're cold or whatever. Second case is for preventive care, right? So what else? What else are there? Well, there's some for girls especially. Like let's say you want to go out and you don't really care to put on your makeup properly. I've seen people who wear masks for that reason, because it covers up a good portion of your face. I've seen people who wear masks because they don't want people to recognize them. You'll see a lot of actually like movie stars or popular people in Japan, always when they go out, they're reported that they wear masks and stuff like that to hide their identity. But also, normal people too. If let's say you want to go to a store or a place that you don't really want anyone to know that you go to, or that you participate in, then you might be wearing a mask, right? The other cases would be if you get really dry. Like I know some people who actually sleep with these masks on, and the reason why is because when they tend to sleep, they open their mouth, and when they open their mouth, they dry out their mouth and stuff like that. But if you're wearing a mask, it's constant moisture buildup, and when you wake up in the morning, you won't feel as dry, or you won't have such a dry mouth. Personally, at first I was not a big fan of these, especially if you have glasses like I do. They will fog up your glasses like crazy. Just a little bit difference in the humidity between the rooms you're going to, and your glasses are fogged up. So I noticed, like, when I put on the mask, I have to like move my glasses to the edge of my nose, or kind of like make the mask a little looser, or it's a mess. But when you're sick and you got a runny nose, it's great because it just kind of keeps everything there, and you don't have constant drippage, you don't have a runny nose, but it does make you feel hot and sweaty, and the fogging. So definitely, I really don't like wearing it in the summertime. In the wintertime, it's not as bad because it can kind of keep your face a little bit warm, but nonetheless, I still try not to wear it that much. So let's recap. 1, you wear it if you're sick. 2, you wear it if you don't want to get sick. 3, you wear it if maybe you have a dry mouth or whatever, you want to sleep with it on. 4, you put it on if you're a girl or possibly even a guy. You don't want people to recognize where you're going, or you don't really want to work on your makeup. So these are just a bunch of reasons why some people would wear masks, and you'll see a lot of masks in Japan, all year round. So just be wary. It's not because everyone has anthrax or some disease or anything. It's just, it could be one of those things. Oh, and one more thing before I wrap up. Some people actually use it as a fashion item. There are masks with like designs and stuff like that. Like I've seen like all black masks or some wavy patterns, etc. So it could possibly be a fashion item, but you don't see that as much. Alright, well, this pretty much wraps up my video on masks. If you have any questions about this video or any of my other videos, or really anything about Japan in general, just comment down below and I will be more than happy to respond as soon as I can. Alright guys, once again, thanks for watching. Bye.